Porsche in F1 2028? This AI super agent makes the case in minutes. With one simple prompt, Skywork AI's open source super AI agents research, cite, and produce editable slides, podcasts, and web pages. It delivered me an investor-ready deck, a full-length podcast with conversing AI voices, and a website that rallies the Porsche F1 movement. If you love AI agents, AI automation, generative AI, and the best AI tools, this super AI agent tutorial is for you. To use Skywork AI and get the most free credits, use the discounted link in the pinned comment or description below, and also use the promo code displayed on screen here. Now we're inside the main dashboard of Skywork AI. So on the left, we have our projects, and then the main section is our project area. We can choose between building documents, slides, sheets, building websites, making podcasts, or using UVibe, which essentially crawls YouTube videos and gives you insights and outputs. Today, we're going to demonstrate building an investor-ready slide deck, creating a fully voiced two-person podcast, and then finish up by building a website and petition page. So starting off with the slide deck, all we need to do is put the prompt inside this box. And this is where the AI super agent will use AI automation to research, cite, build, and develop the slides. There's two modes of research. We can use either fast or deep mode. Today for the video, we're going to be doing fast mode, but in your own time, I recommend checking out deep mode to get some even more impressive results. You can enable or disable search mode. So today we'll be using search mode because we do want it to research content and do citations. We can also add information, templates, knowledge bases, and so forth using this option here. Now I'm going to go ahead and put in the prompt, which I did use ChatGPT to build, and that is to build a 12-slide investor-ready deck arguing Porsche's F1 entry into 2028 with citations, charts, timeline, risk matrix, and more. We're going to ask it to also put in some basic graphics as well. But the slide deck is essentially going to be, as I've asked for, investor ready, so plenty of financials, graphs, and tables. And you'll also get an indication of how many credits it will use. Okay, our prompt is ready. Let's go ahead and send that off. And the three phases to creating this slide deck is research, slide planning, and slide building. So first of all, we have the research phase. Occasionally you get prompted to select some options, and you need to do that within a certain amount of time, or it will go ahead and do the default action. So I did want about 12 pages, so let's select 11 to 15 here. And it says the task has been taken over by the user, so I need to click continue there now. Or I could have just left it to its own devices and it will just go away and do the whole thing on its own without any input from me. Great, now it's going ahead and researching, so we'll just skip through this a little bit. Now you can see the second phase is slide planning or the outline. So we can scroll through, and now we're actually doing the slide building phase. Once again, we'll skip through as it builds these slides out. Awesome, that is now finished. We have our 12 slides. Anywhere on this page, we can see citations. We can click through to that to see where it pulled the information from, so we can actually get some references. Let's go through them real quick, see how it presents, maybe even look at what we can improve. Executive summary, the growth of F1, the market size, with what seems like some reasonable numbers there in terms of sponsorship, the Porsche imperative, its entry strategy and how it will roll out across the 4 years, the all-important ROI, operational timeline, risk assessment matrix, concept livery, technology transfer from circuit to the road, and finally the ask. That's a pretty amazing slide deck if you ask me, from just one prompt. You can see it's done a lot of research there. Okay, it looks like there's a little bit of a problem here with the text on this final slide. Other than that, everything's looking pretty good. So I could go ahead and regenerate that page if I wanted to. Now I'm going to show you how easy it is to edit these slides just using a prompt. So I'm going to ask it to use the Porsche logo, which I've uploaded here, and sprinkle it throughout the document, especially on the first page. I've asked it to make the concept livery page, which is page 10, a little bit more compelling, and then simplify the final page and provide a stronger call to action. So I'll press the go button on that. Now it's going to go through and make those revisions. Let's come back when it's finished. And you can see as we went, it told me exactly what it was doing step by step, which is great feedback. It's now talked about what changes it has made. So now let's have a quick look at the slide deck. So we can see, yes, the Porsche logo is in there. In fact, it even animates when I hover over it. The rest of the pages are looking quite similar, or the numbers are the same. And I did ask it to make page 10 a little bit more compelling. There is a logo in there. And then looking at the final page, it's a little bit more clear on what the ask is. I think it's done a fantastic job. What a great slide deck just from one prompt. It's super easy to edit. And then yes, I can just go in and edit each of these pages individually and make adjustments as I see fit. Great, that's all complete. I can download that and then go use that in a sales presentation. And the next step we're going to do is creating a podcast. So we'll select the podcast section here, and I've got a prompt that I've already made in ChatGPT to create a 5-minute, 2-presenter podcast arguing for Porsche's F1 entry. Now I'm going to attach the slide deck that I've just created and get it to reference that as the backbone, do web and social research, and the format to be a 15-second hook, some evidence-backed reasons, and then some call to actions to the website where we're going to have the petition. I'll hit the send button and then it will come up with some options along the way of things that I can customize before it actually builds the podcast. And I'll speed up this phase until we get to those options. It's asking me if I'd like to customize some of the aspects we're going to talk about in the podcast. Okay, I'm not going to customize any of that. I'll just let it do its thing. In the middle panel there, you can see once again, it has gone through and shown what we're doing, researching, looking up different things. Then on the right-hand side, you can see some of the prompts we've got, including the gender and the style of speech, as well as what the content is. It's pretty amazing seeing all this happen in the background right in front of my eyes. Fully automatic. This really is AI automation at its best. It's a fantastic use case scenario for AI voices. Awesome, that is all done, and you can see we have the script of speaker 1 and speaker 2 throughout. Let's have a bit of a listen to how it sounds.
Welcome, race fans, to the Inside Track podcast. I'm Sarah Miller, and today we're discussing something that sent shockwaves through the motorsport world. Porsche's official plan to enter Formula One in 2028. This is the news many of us have been waiting for.
And I'm James Bennett, former motorsport analyst and lifelong Porsche enthusiast.
Wow, I'm really impressed with the quality of the voices there. It kind of sounds like they're using 11 Labs quality style voices in there, which is amazing. You can really hear the expression in the voice, as well as them taking a breath mid-sentence, which indicates a high quality and natural voiceover. So I'm completely stoked with that. Now let's see how it goes with the call to action at the end.
If you believe in Porsche's F1 vision as much as we do, head to PorscheF1petition.com, where fans are...
Righto, now let's go build that webpage complete with the petition. I'll just download that and move on to the next step. Yes, so now we're going to build that web page. We'll click AI Developer. Now I'm going to attach 3 files. That is the slide deck, the Porsche logo, and the podcast. It's recognized I've uploaded them before, so I'll use it directly. And now I'm going to put in the prompt which I've created in ChatGPT. But essentially I've put in a little bit more effort into this prompt. And in summary, I've got it building a single page website with headline, subheading, and a primary call to action, sign the petition, threaded throughout. Clicking that petition button will make a pop-up appear where people put in their contact details and their all-important signature. I've asked it to embed a podcast player so we can listen to the podcast, as well as a downloadable button to see that investor slide deck. And I've asked it to brand it with Porsche colors as well as the logo. There's a few other details in there, but that's enough talking. Let's go ahead and send it off. Okay, there are a few options here, so at any time I can go and customize these, but for the purposes of this video, I'll just leave them as they are. Amazing, that is finished. Check it out. All right, so this is the landing page. Good colors, got the Porsche logo, some Porsche colors. Project F1, finally. Call to action there, sign the petition or learn more. 5 signatures and counting. Okay, great, just browsing through. There's the case. Got our, placeholder there. Full investor presentation, so that's downloading the slide deck. Why Porsche? Sign the petition, call to action. Porsche's F1 vision. Ooh, concept render. I like that. Pretty impressed so far. Bang, there's the podcast. Again, sign the petition, share the campaign. So coming back to the top, and let's sign the petition and see what comes up. Full name, address, email address, phone number, comment, and then it's got an option there for I'm interested in sponsorship opportunities. Sign the petition. That is amazing. And if we click learn more, it'll come down to this page where we can download the slide deck. That is a fully built web page ready for deployment. I've used some different AI website builders, but this is fantastic. You can see the process it went through to build this. Again, having the steps all detailed there. So I think this is a really good result. If I were wanting to use an AI website builder, I would definitely be leaning towards using Skywork AI for it. As I said earlier, these 3 use cases in the design and edit phase, there are citations that you can click through to see where the reference material was sourced from, rather than things just being made up. I mentioned the other modes. We have documents, so it could auto-generate an executive summary from the slide deck. We've got sheets where we could create a quick ROI table based on the information from our slide deck. And I touched on the use case of UVibe earlier on. So, Skywork AI, who wins? Founders, analysts, students, or creators needing research-backed outputs fast. Why Skywork? Well, first and foremost, we we have multi-format exports from just one prompt, verifiable citations, and editable outputs. I definitely recommend getting in and using Skywork AI. Now for pricing, we have the monthly subscription, quarterly subscription, and yearly subscription. Now, as I mentioned earlier, click the link in the description and pin comment below for special discounts, and remember to use the promo code for extra free credits. Combining Skywork AI with your ChatGPT research is another smart idea. So watch this video next to see the latest updates with ChatGPT. Also, subscribe to the channel for more AI updates just like this. Thanks for joining me again, and I'll see you in the next video.